Okay, so we're live. We are back on the Jon Gil Podcast Show, episode 9, and we have a real special guest with us today. But before we introduce him, I'm going to go ahead and thank our partner, Element Studios. That's EL3 MENT Studios. Go ahead and check them out on Instagram. That's EL3 MENT Studios. They do great media production. So we are here live with my friend and actually someone who helped us tremendously on our existing project. He has been he's been a licensed Chicago plumber for the last 20 years. The name of his company is Rahman Plumbing, and he's also a real estate investor as well. So let's go ahead and introduce my friend here, Ramon. Thank you so much for being on the show.
No problem. Thank you for calling me here to talk to you.
Absolutely, man. How was your day? Let's start there. Crazy, right?
Yeah, it was a crazy day. We was almost together all day. Back and forth. We did everything we need. Yeah. And you told me to come over here and talk. And I said, okay, let's go.
Let's go.
I never been here. This is the first time.
His first podcast. So I'm honored.
I never did. Right.
I'm honored.
Right.
Awesome. Yeah, we're actually working on. We are working on I'm selling actually 2 properties of yours. If you want to go into detail on some of those, that's the 4-unit mixed use, right?
Yeah, 5403 South Ashland. That's a 4-unit building and 2 commercial and 2 apartment building.
Nice.
So, and I have another building. It's like a mechanic shop. Should I say the address? 9934 South Horsted.
More advertising on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have a mechanic shop plus the dealership business. And
you've got the best broker in town, right?
Oh yeah, that's Jonathan. Yes, right. You are the best.
Thank you. So, Ramon, why don't you go ahead and tell our audience a little bit about yourself, and before we go into any details about your current projects, just tell them who you are, some of your background, an introduction, some stories so that they can get to know who you are.
Well, my name is Rafikur Rahman. I'm from Bangladesh. I came here like 35 years ago. I started really job some city of Chicago, clean up the park and all those things. Mm-hmm. Then I got a job for building engineer. I was a building engineer for 20 years. Then when I got my license, I started my own company. My company name is Rafikur Rahman Plumbing. And I do the plumbing, anything, commercial, residential, whoever they need anything. And I can do anything they want.
That's amazing. But you made it seem like it happened overnight, but it didn't happen overnight. No, it's not
happened overnight.
So you got to go into detail and explain, how was the experience when you first arrived to this country?
Oh, wow. I was looking for door to door, looking for some job, to surviving, but nobody want to give me a job because I cannot speak English, That was the number one. It's not easy to survive in this country. If you don't know how to talk, nobody will talk to you. And the experience, if you don't have experience, nobody will hire you. Everybody want experience. Experience never come for overnight. It takes time, be an experienced man.
That's right. And then at what point, so one of your first jobs, you said then you went working with the Park District. And at what point did you end up going and transitioning into real estate? What did you do first, the real estate or the plumbing?
No, I was a building engineer.
The building, okay.
I was a building engineer. Then I had some experience, Then I will get my apprenticeship license, plumbing license, Mm-hmm. Then at the same time, I worked for the company. Then one time, a friend of mine, he passed away. He was an engineer. And I said, hey, I have some money, I work hard. I save it. You think you can buy me one building? He said, sure. So he sold his building to somebody. Then the guy, whoever buy, they are millionaires. And they cannot even control that building. The building was like a 681214 North Ashland. Then he said, hey, you want to buy this building?
Great area, great address, yeah.
I say, yes. I have only $23,000 in my pocket, And we went to his office and he said, hey, my friend tell him, hey, he want to buy your building. And he was sit down in the chair. He roll his chair. He have a keys, all bunch of key for the building. He threw my face. He said, here, you take the key. It. And I put only $1,000 down. And he said, that's all yours. Wow. Next day I come back with a $20,000 check. I give it to him and he financed for me. 1995.
Amazing. How many units was that?
There was a 13-unit building.
Phenomenal.
In 2001, I sold that building $1.3 million.
I was going to say, so you bought it for how much?
$250,000.
You bought it for $250,000.
Yes.
He owner financed it.
Yes. 6 months. Then I went to the bank.
Yeah.
They appraised $350,000.
So you were able to refi.
$100,000 for my home equity, and bank give me loan.
Amazing.
Life goes on from that day.
And after that, it snowballed, right?
Yes. Still, I was working because, I don't want to quit my job in case I fail. Who's going to pay the mortgage and all those things? When I feel I was ready, 2001, I quit. I said, no, I have to open my own company.
And then that's when you decided to get into the
Yes.
plumbing full time.
Yes, full time.
Was it, I feel that getting a license in Chicago or really anywhere to be a plumber is a rigorous and extensive process.
Oh, sure.
It's not overnight either.
No.
What are the steps required in order to even...
Well, somebody got a sign for you for apprenticeship license. Mm-hmm. There was like a 1988, 89, 80, 78, I think. I got my apprenticeship license. So from there, every year you have to be renew your license for one of the plumber. Mm-hmm. Then after 5 years, you go for test. When you pass, you are the plumber.
But it takes 5 years
to go for test.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
yes.
Now I understand why it is that out of all of the inspectors,
yes,
that come out, I feel like they're all very difficult, and rigorous, which they should be.
No,
and it's a good thing. They're doing their job and they're doing it the right way, you know. But it takes time. Not just anyone can go and
do that inspection. No,
exactly.
No, they can't.
And then, so you also mentioned that after you got your plumbing license and now you had the building, you were continually doing plumbing jobs. And then, how did you snowball into? Because you told me some really exciting real estate projects, and those are the ones I want you to also share.
Well, after I sold this building, I have some money. Then before I sold it, I have some more buildings. Two flat. I had a 3 building was on Chicago and Sawyer. Mm-hmm. I pay one of the buildings $60,000. One of the building was $85,000. The other building was, I believe, is $95,000. Those 3 buildings I sell in 2006. $550,000.
And how much did you pay for those approximately?
One is a $60,000, one is a $75,000, and the other one is a $95,000.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So that's how you build momentum.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you want to hear it, you come to this country without even speaking the language.
No money, nothing. No even dollar in my pocket.
Wow.
My sister brought me here.
Amazing.
Yes.
And were they looking at you like, what the heck's going on with Ramon? How does he...
Working hard. You got to work hard your life. I work every day, 16, 17 hours, every day. I get up 4:30 in the morning, get ready, and before 6, I am out from my house. 7 days a week.
And that's what it takes.
Yes.
That's definitely...
You have to put a lot of time on your life. Anything you do, you got to work hard. But it have to be right direction, You can work hard all day, all night. You don't see nothing, but you have to find out what you can make it something,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's truer words have not, that's as true as it gets. So, and when you sold those off, I mean, did you go on to just continue to invest?
Yes.
And how were you sourcing these deals? I mean...
Well, I have a friend of mine, he was a good friend. He do the real estate, and he was the best on the West Coast. And he always give me a deal. He said, come to me, We used to do together work. And he said, come, I give you something. Anytime he give me something, I make a lots of money,
The importance of relationships.
Friendship, Friendship is very important. You got to be trust, You cannot trust everybody, but somebody you have to be trust to do something in your life.
Yeah. I explain that to a lot of people entering the business. It's... You have to just build relationships, and the biggest challenge is sourcing deals.
Yes.
But if you're the guy...
It's very important.
Yeah. And if you're the guy that they have on their, the 5 guys that they're thinking of calling,
right.
if you've made it to that top 5 list, that's how you stay in business in real estate.
Yes.
Right?
You are.
And what about the plumbing? I mean, how are those, once you get that, is it word of mouth? How have you built your book of business?
The plumbing, people trust me. I never advertise nothing myself. Like I did something for you and you tell the other guys, hey, this guy is very good. People talk. That's why I got all my business.
Mm-hmm.
I never have a book or anything, People just talk by mouth, and I did something for somebody and they call, they say, hey, I know somebody, he's very good, honest, and he do a good job, and the people call me. I go and do.
And yeah, that's it. If you're going to find deals, you have to build relationships.
Sure.
Same thing goes with the referrals. It's building relationships with your existing clients.
It is.
And if you do a bad job,
No,
the city,
people talk.
Go into that a little bit.
Oh, yeah, people talk.
People talk.
People talk. When you do something bad, it's a mouth to mouth. 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, it goes like this, like a cancer. This guy is no good, don't even call him, You don't got the phone ringing. My phone ring 24/7.
And I'm a witness to that.
Yes.
I'm a witness to that.
I work for you, so you know that.
We've done deals,
Right.
yeah. And I'll tell you what, it's something that I admire, just how busy you are.
Mm-hmm.
I think one day you're all over the place too.
Yes.
I was getting a car wash over at Elston and Lawrence, and and I look behind and there's someone working on some electric, and I look over and you were just walking right past me. This guy's all over the place.
Yes.
I can't get away from you.
You see me, right? All over.
Yeah. So let's go into the details now about some of these stories that you've seen, some of these crazy, bizarre. Is there any kind of story that stands out with some of your investments that was a surprise? Like, going into a rehab project, for example, what can investors or what should they be on the lookout for?
When you do invest somewhere, you have to look for, where you can invest it. You cannot invest everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You buy something and you see how much money you're going to put them in, how much you can sell it. You have to do your math before you do all those things. If you don't do that, you can buy everywhere, but you cannot make money everywhere. You have to be, figure out where I can buy something, because you have a little money,
Right.
You cannot invest everywhere. People, they have $1 million, $1 billion, they can do anything they want to do, but we are a small fish. What we have to grow up from the bottom to top.
Right. We can't just
No,
take
we
our
cannot
money and invest it
everywhere. No, we can't.
anywhere. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you underwrite the deal. That's where you start off first. You're analyzing at the numbers.
Yes.
And then how do you create? So on your budget, how did you build your team of contractors?
Because I was not only the plumber. I was a building engineer. So when you are a building engineer, you have to do everything. A to Z, you have to be everything you have to be knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that knowledge. Then I hire guys. I teach them how to do it. Electric, plumbing, drywall, ceramic tiles, all those things. Whatever need one of the complete house. Put a molding, doors.
You did it.
Yeah, I did it.
And then you went off and created your own team.
Teams, right.
So instead of subbing...
No, I never hired nobody. Everybody was working for me, everything. We did the roofing, we did the framing, we did the heating, plumbing, anything you need, you name it,
Amazing. That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense because
when you hire somebody, you don't see no money. When you have a whole team, your team, you can see something, You hire people, you have to pay them.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Most people get subs and, to try to create Yeah,
when you have money, so you have to be sub, you cannot do everything yourself, So some point, you got to hire somebody. Everybody don't know everything,
Right.
They have money, but they don't have a knowledge how to work.
Exactly.
I don't have a money, but I have a knowledge.
No, but absolutely. And that makes a lot of sense. So you created your team, your own specific team. I like that. A lot of different people, like I said, are going to the subs with more money. But I think it's important that someone understands firsthand what it takes.
Yes.
And also to see if they're getting ripped off, because if someone's gonna come in just to do a simple job and they're charging you $400 for maybe something that's $100, I think that's great advice.
You save your money too.
Mm-hmm.
That money you can do something else.
And yeah, absolutely. So you'd either sell them, and then on the refi, how important was it to build banking relationships?
It's a good question you asked me. One day, my clothes was dirty and everything. So my lawyer said, "Hey, go to South Shore Bank."
Mm.
And I just came out from the hole, and he said, "Hey, they give you a loan." I say, "I don't think so. They give me any loan." So I walked to the bank, and I say, "Hey, I want to see the president of the bank." My dress was not that good. As a plumber, you know how dirty because I was. So he said, "Hey, you want to see the president?" I said, "They think I'm something." I said, "Yeah, I want to talk to the president." So when get the message, vice president came. "Well, what do you need? What can I do for you?" I say, "I need to sit down and talk to you and explain to you. I have a couple of buildings. I need some loan." And he said, "How much you looking for?" I said, I don't know, maybe $500,000. They say, "Okay." He take a book, he write it down everything. And he said, "Can I come tomorrow look your building?" I said, "Sure." So I show my building on Ashland.
Hmm.
And I have a building on Chicago and Sawyer. He come and look. Within 7 days, he approved my loan.
No kidding.
Yes, line of credit.
Huh. Amazing.
He said, "Okay, we give it to you." Then as soon as he give me the line of credit, then I don't have a problem with the money. And I was buying and fixing and selling. I was buying and fixing and selling. Finally, they put me line of credit almost $2 million.
Wow.
Just my name, good reputation. I was very good with the bank, South Shore Bank.
That was one of the popular banks that
Yes.
funded a lot of the most
It's a
of the
good
buildings
bank.
on the
I
south
never
side.
forget my life. I used to do all my business in the south side.
It's unfortunate that they
I
went.
never get touching anything in the north side because it's too much money. What I'm gonna make it. It's no gaps. If you don't have a gap, real estate is one thing. When you buy, that's the time you make your profit. Don't think when you sell you're gonna make your profit. Like I say, math. How much you paying? How much you gonna sell it? You gotta be a dreamer out. Then you can see something. You just put all your money. There is no money when you sell it. Nothing is there because you put everything down there. You don't see no profit.
You're right. The buy it, and I tell that actually, and I'm glad you bring that up. What a great point. You make your money on the buy.
Buy.
Right off the bat. If
Yes.
you're buying right,
Yes.
you're going to be okay.
You make a profit right there when you're buying.
Right?
If you can make a profit, you never can make a profit.
Correct.
It's my experience,
And you're right. You hit the nail right on the head there. It's
Sure.
exactly what I tell anyone looking to get into real estate. It's, you have to buy right. That's the biggest challenge. Don't just
Plus-
buy to buy.
Plus, you need to have some experience. If you don't have nothing, like I don't just go and buy. I was a building engineer. I have experience. I know I can handle it.
So someone looking right now, watching this podcast, hearing this podcast, looking to invest in real estate, what is the first piece of advice that you give them? Where would they start? They partner up with someone.
If they don't have experience, they should go with a partner with somebody who have the experience. You have money, but you don't have no experience. It's not going to be work like that. You have a good partner, who can help you out. Go with him, learn. Then you be your own.
Yeah.
You just cannot jump yourself. The baby never can drink a milk until mommy put a milk on the baby mouth.
That's true. That's true. You have to crawl before you walk,
Yes.
before you run.
Yes, same way. Everything is the same way.
And I think that's great you mentioned that a lot of people want to get 0 to 100 right away.
No.
And they lack patience.
No,
But this business and life in general, you have to have patience. And things taste sweeter.
Yeah, grow up slowly.
Right.
You'll be stay. You grow up fast. The wind came and blow you up. That's what happened.
Exactly.
I'll go back to real estate again. It's coming. I have experience. I got no money, but I'm gonna go back.
For sure. Because
For
everything
sure, yeah.
that you've acquired, all the experience you
Yes.
acquired throughout that time, you can just build it right back up. How did the recession affect
A big time.
your business?
Oh yeah, big time. At that time, I lost lots of money on 2008. I had so many buildings in the south side, I could not sell anything. I just give away to the bank. It was my cash money, most of the building. Bank
Wow.
gave some, but my cash money, most of the building I put in my cash. But I lost everything.
Those were personal guarantees or what?
No, I just buy. I have the cash money. Why should I take the loan from the bank? And I just
Sure.
buying from my pocket. I know I'm going to sell it and get my money back, but I never could sell it, so I stuck.
You got stuck.
Yeah. There was a sad part, but I'm not thinking about no more,
No, because I mean, even after that, you mentioned that sometime after you were able to acquire some other really good deals.
Yes, I did.
And let's hear some of those because those are very interesting.
Believe it or not, one of the building friend buy, he gave me 2 flat. I pay only $6,000.
$6,000 for a 2 flat.
2 flat, yes.
I believe it. In that time, that's what we would see.
Yeah. I pay $114,000 2 flat,
What were they worth, or what are they worth today, or what were they
Today
worth
it's almost
when you sold them?
$150,000,
Yeah.
over $100,000, right?
So, was that a fix and flip as well, or did you just kind of hold on to
Put a
that?
little bit, I put a little bit money and just holding for that.
It goes back to if you buy right, you've already made a profit.
Yes.
You can decide if you want to.
You want to keep it or you want to let it go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the main thing that I'm thinking that I want to express to the audience is just, your story about coming to this country,
Yes, sir.
working your way up,
Yes, sir.
getting to the point where you're just going to the bank, they're giving you $2 million line of credit after just working day in,
With
day
them,
out.
right, yeah.
Shows that really everything is possible with hard work and
Everything
dedication.
is possible. Everything is possible if you work hard, Be honest.
Yeah. And that's the big one because we have so many problems with contractors.
Yes.
Can you explain to me why are contractors such a pain to deal with?
The reason, because they want easy money. They come back and say, hey, I want something down payment. You give it to them, they go 10 people, got the money down payment, and they enjoy it. They don't want to work. They just want to collecting from here and there. And you don't have a time for $3,000, $5,000 to go to court.
Right.
Because you are a busy man.
Right.
It's a man, let it go. So it's a lot of people, they just jump around,
They take the deposit.
They take the deposit around away,
They maybe start a little bit of the work.
That's it.
They go somewhere else, take the deposit there, start a little bit.
And gone.
And then just keep doing that. And then your project that should have been completed in 2 months has taken now 6 months.
Almost 8 months.
Or
Yeah.
That's insane. What are the right questions what is the best way for someone who is going to start a rehab project to ask a contractor? What's the best way to negotiate a contract?
Well, I'm not going to pay you nothing down. You work. I'm going to look end of the week, see how much you did it, how many guys work for you. I have some idea, so I can pay like this. So you never have a problem. You can see on your eyes how much he did the job, and you pay that way, End of the day, that's all your money. Anything you left, everything belongs to you. I'm not going to keep nothing because that's your money. I have a contract with you. I have to pay you. I have a problem with so many contractors. That's why I did not trust to give you money, down payment. You work, I pay.
Meaning that most of the contractors are requiring a half,
Yes,
half down,
right.
And then another quarter after maybe the inspection is passed, and then once the final inspection is complete, right?
Yes.
But I think that you're saying that even half the money up front is too much.
That's too much. That's too much.
So what's the best approach? I'm a contractor and I say, Ramon, I'm gonna go and I know you have your team,
right.
But someone like that doesn't have their team yet built and they're out there negotiating with different contractors. What do you sell? What's the best way?
Like I say, you
25%?
Yeah, it's not really 25%.
Or just let them start work. Okay.
Let's just start a work week and
Right.
see how you doing. You can see, sunshine, you can tell you right away, is this guy, how he moving, 1 week, you can tell the person how good the person is. Good and bad, you can see your own eyes.
That's treasure.
Yes.
What you just said is treasure because half the problems in this business are the contractors.
Yep.
I mean, it's almost as difficult. Okay, you think finding the right deal is tough? That's half the challenge. Then having to deal with the contractor and then working out these different prices and then getting burned. You're going to get burned. no matter
No
what.
matter
I
what,
mean,
right.
there's going to be, you're going to get burnt. But what you're saying is key because there's so many you think that just because maybe they're charging even more, that might, okay, these guys are legit. You know what? I'm not, because they say, your contractor's too cheap or this guy's too expensive, and you're trying to find someone in a good, somewhere in between. And they say, okay, well, if it's more expensive, then this guy's legit. Not necessarily.
No.
You could be burnt on either end of the spectrum.
Somebody going to come back, give you a very low price because he needs some down payment. He's not going to do that job. He knows he cannot handle it. So he take down payment and he run away.
Awesome.
Because on the job, you give me some job, you have an idea too how much it's going to be cost on this job. It's not only me. That's why you need experience, how much it costs. You figure out these days, it's easy to figure out.
Awesome advice. Yeah. And now, what sort of, I guess, safeguards, in addition to, having them work about a week, what other kind of recommendations can you give?
When they do 1 week, then this guy is, legit, and he can do the job. You can trust him, You got to trust each other.
Right.
If you don't trust me, I cannot work for you, Trust is very important, When you saw I'm doing everything right, so there is no way you make a confusion on your mind, should I give him money or not? Right. You see I'm moving, so of course you are give that person money, so he have a guys too, It's not he put everything on his pocket, he have to pay his guys.
I think that's the best thing because even referrals or sometimes pictures of business, we've asked, let's see some of the work that you've done. Let's get some referrals. Sometimes not even that.
Yes.
But what you said is perfect. Look, that's no problem.
No problem.
Work a week.
Give you money. Yeah, let's see how much you're moving, Because I'm going to give you, of course I'm going to give you money. You have your guys, you working, so nothing is free. Let me see how you do it in 1 week.
Wow. So, Rahman, tell us a little bit more then about, you're going to go back into real estate now and do some more projects, it seems?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
Perfect. Well, when that, we're going to want to definitely work on a few
and you're
deals
gonna
together.
Help me out too.
Absolutely.
You are the key.
Yeah.
You are the key.
Let me just say, here's another thing that I think everyone has to worry about. Why is it that the biggest issue with break-ins is people stealing the copper? I mean, how much are they getting for copper?
You know what? It's a good question you just asked me. The copper, they might sell at $50, but the damage you maybe $20,000.
Listen to this.
He's gonna sell it maybe $50 to $100, but the damage will be between $20,000 to $30,000 damage.
Next time, just gonna leave a $50 on the door and just say, "Don't steal my copper."
Yeah, just ask me. I give you $50. Right. Don't break it. Don't break it.
Crazy. Well, Ramon, if you can, just one last piece of advice that you can share with the audience listening today. Anyone looking to get into real estate or plumbing, if you can just share some advice for them, what would that be?
Well, if somebody want to start a real estate, like I say, you need some partner who have experience. It's very important, and find somebody, your friend, and go with them beginning to learn. Mm-hmm. Then you'll be your own, so you'll be good. So you don't have to worry about nothing to burn out. Mm-hmm. The plumbing, same thing. If somebody want to be a plumber, you have to work hard and learn with the plumber so you can learn. Then you go and your life will be set.
Excellent. And then, okay. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time. Yeah, taking the time out of your day to be here with us today. It's been great. And I think we're going to be continually doing more business.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad that we met. And not just with the deals, but I consider you a friend as well.
Thank you.
And,
thank you to trust me,
Yeah, I know, of course. And now it's just a matter of let's grow together, everyone.
I bring all the screw for you. Everybody is perfect. You see that job.
It's been great. It's been great.
Yes.
Well, we're going to go ahead and share your contact information on the site. If anyone wants to get a hold of you.
Oh, sure. I'm a licensed plumber. My name is Rafiqur Rahman. My phone number is 773-619-1736. It's a 24-hour service. You can call anytime you want.
Excellent. Well, there it is. So we're going to go ahead on that note, thank our partner, Element Studios. That's EL3, MENT Studios. They're a full-service media production company, so if you have any media-related needs, go ahead and check them out on Facebook or Instagram. So, Rahman, thanks again.
Thank you, Jonathan.
All right. Thanks.